Let's get it. Hello everybody, welcome to Visual Disturbance. I'm your host Brian Reese, and today's episode is Giants in Remote Viewing Documents. No joke, it's going down on the Visual Disturbance channel. So there's me being goofy. Let's get into some serious stuff. I want to give a shout out to all of our sponsors. Shaking Wake Radio, bless you Miss Ann. Thank you so much for all that you do. Also, Watts Leather Works, God bless you, brother, and thank you for all that you do also. If you're looking for something as a Bible cover made out of pure leather, just beautiful pieces of artwork, a wallet, any kind of thing, a gun holster, any kind of thing like that, Joshua's the man to go to. So go check out Watts Leather. Then also, guys, can't make this stuff up. I've been promoting it, and because I'm really ecstatic about it, and I'm just glad to get the guys back together. And if y'all haven't checked all the social media platforms and stuff, and on here on YouTube, we are got the trio back, we got the gang back, we got the guys, we got the three amigos, and check this out. Rip It. You better get ready for Rip It. And John Hall, Dan Bedoni, myself are going to keep on the path, and here in the future, keep it on your calendar or in the back of your mind that Rip It will be airing sometime soon in the near future. And then also, guys, you just can't make this stuff up. I'm super stoked, super ecstatic. I mean, I can't even contain the words. But anyways, a very dear friend of mine, Adam, bless you, my friend. He sent me something as a gift, and he was very kind, no joke. And guess what? I made something out of it, and here we go. I get to share it with you guys. Check this out. You all know how I like coffee mugs, so boom. You just can't make this stuff up. Kentucky's finest milk. Oh man, I was gonna say Milkman, but it's Nephilim Chaser. This is the, you see the satellite dish on the top of it. This is the command center, the mobile van, the old milk truck converted into a Nephilim Chaser. So there you go. Welcome to Visual Disturbance. You see I got my my blue light filtering glasses on. Got my headset going. We got the signal popping in the background. We're tracking down the Nephilim. That's me being goofy in this part of the segment of the broadcast. So y'all bear with me. That's going to be a really cool, it's just a super cool mug. Go check it out. The link is in the description. Joshua Watts is in the bottom up for, I almost forgot. Go check out the link in the description. The Rip It link is in the description. But yeah, get back to the merchandise here. Please, this is the most exciting mug. It helps support the channel. No joke. My favorite mug. And it's going to be literally exclusive to this broadcast because I'm just now introducing it to everybody. Go check it out. The link is in the description. The Streamlabs merchandise. And then also, wait, there's more. Boom. I made a t-shirt on it too. So I got a wide variety of cup variations of the mug. I got a wide variety of color variations in the t-shirts. Go check it out, because I've never been so excited as I am about this this image. It's just awesome, and I'm just very thankful for the nephilim. Listen, if anybody can go out there, no joke, if anybody out there watching this broadcast, if you can render and make and build me a milkman truck that's been converted into a nephilim chaser mobile with a command center for visual disturbance, I'll have to have somebody drive, but I can ride in it. But if you can make that like what Adam did on the illustrated and render that on a piece of paper, if I see the exact same thing out there in the wild pull up with all that on it, I would just explode with just, I couldn't imagine. It's unbelievable. Yeah, but so anyways, one more time, I just can't help it. Go check this one out. That's my favorite color. So it was blue. So I have red, yellow. There's all kinds of different colors on there. And go check it out, guys, if you get an opportunity. I really would appreciate it. At the bottom of the screen, go find me on all the social media platforms. I have all links in the description. Also, there's my sound effects for today. Go check out the coffee.com. A coffee page is in the description below. It helps support the channel, and we are very, very blessed by everybody, their love and support. So go check it out. I got some free stuff there. Free stuff you can download. Y'all can have. It's some artwork that I worked on. Plus, there's some stuff that Adam's graciously given me, and I also have that we worked on with the Draw and Living Waters. Which, keep an eye out for that in the future. It's coming. We just had a little hiccup last week, but we will be pulling that out sometime, somewhere around the near future too. So go. There's all kinds of exciting things going on. So go check it out when you get an opportunity. I don't have a link for it or anything, but yeah, there is the first two. Well, we have 3 on Visual Disturbance channel that we did Draw and Live Mars. So go check out the Genesis in the beginning, and then the Genesis in the fall. So go check it out. And then I had like a Bible study on there. So go check all that out. I really would appreciate it. Let's get into the broadcast tonight. So giants, no joke, giant people are mentioned in this document that I'm getting ready to show you all tonight. It's a remote viewing document. There's a few things I'm gonna touch base, so I won't interrupt because I'm good at that, interrupting myself. There's some parts in it I don't believe in. It'll say like 1 million years, which I don't believe in when it comes into get into the world view of how old the Earth is and everything. And then also, there's a few things. Also, the title of the CIA document I'm getting ready to show you all tonight. No joke. It's called Mars Exploration. So, I've seen many flat Earth maps. I've seen many that have renderings, and they have all the planets, the planetae, like a plan of existence. I have FBI file that I presented on a couple of other platforms that talk about Roswell and talk about the giants and I'll mention that in the broadcast in the future on Visual Disturbance. Why not? I'll do that sometime and we'll bring it up, but not in this broadcast. But this document, the CIA document, was released in 2000. It's referring to it's going to be set up the time, the date was May the 22nd, 1984. Which we can get in some big, deep topics over 1984. A lot went down in 1984. And there's a remote viewer, and there's a psychic, so-called military monitor individual trying to give coordinates, give time and place, and all this. And it's strategically know where things are. The remote viewer is trying to observe and give feedback. Input, output, input, output. It's amazing. I don't agree with this stuff. I don't think... I believe it's real, but I absolutely don't agree at all. Do not ever dabble in astral projection, any kind of remote viewing program, anything to that aspect, because I know the Father in heaven would not want us to, and it's just, there's a lot of spiritual applications that come with this. But for the sake of this video, and we're just doing it, I'm observing it for the giant narrative, we're going to get into it. So just hang on to your seats, folks. So here we go. You just can't make this stuff up. If you're just now tuning in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button in the Visual Disturbance channel. I really would appreciate it, and I'll just be very thankful. So here we go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Well, maybe. One moment. Having some issues, but hey, that's okay. One moment. Let's see here. One moment. It's decided to break down on me. So, that's okay. We will get this done and get it taken care of. But anyway, so this document, if I can't show it, I'm going to still read it. One moment. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go, everybody. I'm back. I got it. So, hey, I'm just a man. So, I'm only human. Let's get this thing done. Let's get it knocked out. All right, start reading it off here. Method of site acquisition. Sealed envelope coupled with geographic coordinates. The sealed envelope was given to the subject immediately prior to the interview. The envelope was not opened until after the interview, and the envelope was a 3x5 card with the following information. The planet Mars. This is what I know. Just hang in there. Time of interest approximately. Okay. 1 million years BC. Selected geographic coordinates provided by the parties requesting the information were verbally given to the subject during the interview. No joke. So get this. So we got time of interest approximately. Okay, so he's going to get into it. So I've read this document 6-7 times. So just hang in there, guys. And there I was. Earlier I said I would interrupt myself, but I had to. So just hang in there, and we're going to get some of the meat of this. It's pretty baffling, pretty compelling. Let's get into it. Next page. So we have our monitor. We have the psychic person that's moderating and telling the person to go to the coordinates, the trajectory, and all that. And we have the subject. So here we go. Like I said, it was approximately May 22nd, 1984. The time was 10:09 a.m. Here we go. Plus 10 minutes, ready to start. All right, now. Using the information in the envelope I provided exclusively, focusing on your attention now. Using the information in the envelope, focus on 40.89 degrees north, 9.55 degrees west. The subject says, I want to say it looks like, I don't know. It sort of looks like I kind of got an oblique view of a pyramid or pyramid form. It's very high. It's kind of setting in a large depressed area. Moderator says, all right. The subject says, it's yellowish. Oh, ochre color. All right. Move in time to the time indicated in the envelope. Isn't that interesting? I've provided you and describe that what's happening. I'm tracking severe clouds, more like dust storm. Oh, it's geologic problem. Seems to be like, just a minute. I've got to iron this out. It's really weird. The moderator says, just report your raw perceptions at this time. You're still early in the session. Yeah, this is where I'm, guys. Like I said, well, let me explain how I got a hold of this. So, no joke. I was looking at something between Project Philadelphia and then the Molotov and the Project Pegasus, and I was looking at literally a big wide spectrum of data. And then, bam, I ran into this, and I was like, what's that remote viewing? And then I'll tell you in a minute why it just stuck out to me. So I read it over and over again. I'm like, wow. So it goes along with the giant narrative. And I was like, man, how can this even be? Let's get into it. So it was very strange how I just stumbled upon it. Let's move on. The subject says, I'm looking at an after effect of a major geologic problem. Okay, go back to the time before the geologic problem. The subject says, total difference. It's before there is no I don't know. Oh hell. It's like mountains of dirt appearing then disappearing when you go before. See large flat surfaces, very smooth angles, walls. They're really large though. I mean, they're megalithic. So wow. He's at a place. The so-called, I guess, controller is telling him strategic places, and they're collecting this data. He's in a megalithic like site, a time, supposedly Mars. And he's talking about the smooth walls, etc., and all this stuff. So let's get into it. It's baffling, guys. So let's get back into it. He says a controller. I'm going to start calling it controller. It's easier to say. The one that's commanding and telling what to do. All right. At this period in time now, before the geologic activity, look around and around this area and see if you can find activity. The subject says, I'm seeing it's like a perception of shadow of people, very tall, thin. It's only a shadow. It's as if they were there and they're not, and not there anymore. Wow. You've heard David Carrico, you've heard me and Dan talk about it on spiritual warfare. Shadow people, all kinds of stuff. But this is talking about tall, thin people. Let's get into it. It's really crazy, you all. Let's go for it. Just take a deep dive. The controller, the moderator, says, go back to a period of time where they are. As it was in the days of Noah, so it shall be. There was giants in the earth in those days, and also after that. Hello. Welcome to the Twilight Zone, for sure. Go back. Go back to a period of time where they are. Go back to a period of time where they are there. This whoever this individual is, it's almost like an application of manipulation of time. It's baffling. Remote viewing and all this. Excuse me. Let's get into it. Subject says, he's mumbling. It's like I get a lot of static online and everything. It's breaking up all the time. Very fragmentary pieces. Moderator, the controller, just report the raw data. Don't try to put things together. Just report the raw data. Subject says, I just keep seeing very large people. They appear thin and tall, but they're very large. Wearing some kind of strange clothes. Yeah. So let's just wow. So labeled this episode tonight, Giants in remote viewing documents. The subject is saying large people. They appear very large. And they're wearing some type of strange clothing. Let's just keep going. You just can't make this stuff up. Welcome to Visual Disturbance channel. It just can't make this stuff up. Let's go. The moderator says, all right. Now holding in this time period, all in this time period, I want to move from your physical location in space to another physical location. But in this time period, move now to 4644 north, 353.22 east. Move in this time to 46.4 north, 353.22 east. The subject says, deep inside a cavern. Not a cavern, more like a canyon. I'm looking up the sides of a steep wall that seemed to be going on forever. And there's like a structure with it's like a wall of canyon itself has been carved. Again, I'm getting a very large structures. No intricacies, huge sections of smooth stone. Do the structures have inside out? This is the moderator, the controller. Do the structures have inside and outsides? Yes, subject says. It's like a rabbit-worn corners of rooms. They're really huge. I don't feel like I'm standing in one. It's just really huge. Perception is that the ceiling is very high, walls are very wide. The moderator, the controller, is saying real time plus 22 minutes. Yes, that would be correct. All right. I like to move now to another location nearby. All right. Move from this point in this time to 4586 north, 354.1 east, 45.86 north, 354.1 east. Subject says, there have an appears to be the end of a very large road. And there's a marker thing that is very large. Keep getting Washington Monument overlay. It's like an obelisk. This individual, oh my goodness. Oh man. You can't make this stuff up. I mean, what do you think, guys? I mean, I'm baffled. And you just can't make this stuff up. Like I said, I stumbled upon this document looking for all kinds of other stuff that I'm looking for other stuff that I'm doing for another program. And then bam, here it is. Thank you, Lord. But it's very deep. So let's keep getting into it. Moderator says, all right, from this point, then let us move to another point. Move now to 3526 north, 213.24 east. Moving this time to 3526 north, 213.24 east. Subject says it's like he's pausing. It's like I'm in the middle of a huge circular basin of a range of mountains, but almost all the way around very ragged mountains, very tall, basins very, very large, scales seem to be off, or something is just really big. Everything's big. So he's in a place, large people, large objects, large everything. Makes you think, doesn't it? Makes you think. And it makes you think of this right here. Let's just go here. It makes you think of this right here. Genesis 6 verse 4, there were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came to the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men of renown, men of old. Men of renown. I got it backwards. Sorry about that. The same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. Y'all have to forgive me tonight. I'm getting this is just hard to comprehend and do the broadcast, and it's very interesting. It's just very interesting. What do you guys think? I don't know. Just what do you guys think? Let's keep on going. There was giants in the earth. And I'm not really buying what's going on here. Is it a multi-dimensional thing? Is it actually an extra piece of land where this guy's reserving from this earthly realm that we live in? This earthly plane of existence? Is there other lands past the ice wall? This remote viewer might be cracking into some stuff that these military applications, CIA documents are letting out. So this is why I'm just putting it on Visual Disturbance channel. I pray that you all know where I'm going with this, because you just can't make this stuff up, and I'm baffled that this document even exists. So let's go for it. Where was I? So, yeah, everything's big. A moderator says, I understand the problem. Just continue. Subject says, just a right angle corner to something about but that's all. I don't see anything else. Moderator says, okay, then let's move into a little different place. Very close. Move from point you are now in the time to 34.6 north, 213.09. Move now into the time to 34.6 north, 213.09. And then the subject says, a cluster of squares up and down. It's like you want to make the square anyway. They're almost flush with the ground. It's like they are connected. Something very white it reflects light. Moderator says, what's your position of observation? As you look at this thing that reflects light, subject says, I'm a mid oblique left angle. Sun is weird. Moderator says, look back down at the ground now. And we're going to move just a little bit from this place, just a little bit from this place. 34.57 north, 212.22 east, very close by now. Move over now to 34.7 or 57 north, 212.22. Subject says, it's like I can just perceive like a radiating pattern of some kind. It's like some really strange intersecting kind of roads that are dug into valleys You know, where a road is just a little below the edge. Moderator says, tell me more about the shapes of these things. Subject says, they're like real neat channels cut. They're very deep. It's like the road went down. Okay, now I have, and then this is the moderator. Okay, now I noticed electrically you're nulled out a little bit, and I want you to stay deep and recapture your focus there. Yeah. So that answers my question. And I was, after this is like the 8th time I read it, they're hooked up to some kind of device because the moderator is saying you're nulled out. Like it's a compute, like this individual's like a computer. It's pretty baffling. Talking about, nulled out, like electrically talking about, hey, stay where you're at. Let's recapture something. Keep your brain in tune. Let's keep it going. It's wild stuff, man. This is crazy. Crazy stuff here. Let's go for it. Subject says, it's really tough. It seems like it's just always very sporadic. Moderator says, the controller says, I realize that. It's very important that you maintain your focus. I have the movement exercise again for you, and this is most considerably distance away. So holding the focus in time, remember the focus in time that you had before and moving now to 15 degrees north and 198 degrees east. Take some time and get back deep. That's what he said. Take some time and get back deep. The subject says, see them interesting. Whatever these are adequate type things. These rounded bottom carved channels like road beds. See the pointed tops of something on the horizon. Even the horizon looks funny and weird. It's like a different misty, like it's really far away, very vague. The moderator says, okay, another movement now. 80 degrees south, 80 degrees, and then it says 80 degrees south, 80 degrees south, 64 degrees east, 64 degrees east. Move now in time to 80 degrees south, 64 degrees east. And here you go. So the subject all of a sudden says, see pyramids. I can't tell if it's an overlay or not because they're different. Moderator says, okay, do these pyramids have insides and outsides? Subject says, got both, and they're huge. It's really it's just an interesting perception I'm getting. Moderator says, I think that he's losing his ability to move accurately, but he is attracted to things that are interesting. So we're going to go with his own. We're going to let him go ahead and explore what seems to be interesting to him rather than move on the targets indicated here. So they're going to let him freelance. So past this point, they got all the data. They kept saying move from the raw data. They got all the raw data that they needed to acquire. And now they're just going to kind of let him free roam. Okay? Like an open world. In remote viewing world. Wow. And they're going to see what happens. You just can't make this stuff up. Wow. It reminds me of a movie of Assassin's Creed. Go check it out. They made a video game about it too. Wow. Let's go. Let's just go. Let's just get into it. All right. The subject says it's filtered from storms or something. Moderator says, say that again, subject. They're like shelters from storms. Excuse me. I said Monday. The moderator says, the controller says, they're structures you're seeing? And the subject says, yes, they're designed for that. Moderator says, all right, go inside one of these and find some activity to tell me about. Plus 37 minutes real time. Either they're timing this out. Subject says different chambers, but they're almost stripped of any kind of furnishings or anything. It's like strictly functioning places of sleeping, or that's not a good word. Hybridization, some form. I can't get real raw input. Storms, savage storm, and sleeping through storms. Moderator says, tell me about the ones who sleep through storms. Oh boy. The subject says, oh, very tall. Again, very large people. The subject says, let me repeat this. Very tall. Again, very large people. But they're thin, and they look thin because their height, and they're dressed like in, oh hell, it's like a real light silk, but it's not flowing. It's not a flowing type of clothing. It's like cut to fit. I don't know if y'all seen my Giants in Cryosleep that I've done on Visual Disturbance channel a few months back. Bingo. I hate to use my sound effects, and I'm not trying to get silly on here. I know that I've been wanting to really hone in on serious topics and get real serious. I'm being dead serious. This document's talking about cryosleep, like hybridization, sleep state status pods. The remote viewer is picking it up. The controller is saying, "What is it again? Let's say it again." And the subject says, "Oh, very tall again, very large people, and they're thin. They look thin because of their height, and they're dressed like, oh hell, it's like a real light silk, but it's not flowing type of like cut fit." You go back up a little bit, and it talks about the sleep. There are different types of chambers. Go check it out. Cryosleep, Giants in Cryosleep. Go check out that secret space program that's supposedly going on. Check this out. If this is not related to it, I don't know what is. So just, wow. Let's just keep going for it. Let's go. Moderator says, move close to one of them and ask them to tell you about themselves. Oh boy. I have to pause. I keep saying oh boy. But what do you guys think? Yeah, it's let's just keep going. All right. So move closer. The moderator says move closer to one of them and ask them to tell you about themselves. Boom, here we go, everybody. The subject says they're ancient people. They're dying. It's past their time or age. Oh my goodness. The moderator says, tell me about this. Subject says they're very psychophysic. Excuse me, I can't even talk tonight. Philosophic about it. They're looking for a way to survive, and they just can't. Moderator in the individual here says plus 40 minutes. Define definite voltage reversal. Like literally, we're in 40 minutes of this event, this remote viewing event. Definite voltage reversal. Guys, everybody in the chat, everybody that watches this program, you just can't make it up. And this is a CIA document that was released on the Freedom of Information Act. And I'm not kidding. I think it was August the 8th, 2000. Wow. Just, oh goodness. Hang on, everybody. Subject says, can't seem to get their way out. Can't seem to find their way out. So they're hanging on a while. They look or wait for something to return or something coming with the answer. Moderator says, what is it they're waiting for? Subject says there evidently was a group or a party of them that went to find a new place to live. It's like I'm getting all kinds of overwhelming input of the corruption of the environment. It's falling very rapidly, and this group went somewhere, like a long way, to find another place to live. Moderator says, what was the cause? The astronomic disruption. Visual disturbance, or the environment disturbance. Subject says, I see a picture of a like, oh hell, it's almost a warp in a, oh god, this is difficult. It's like going, let's see. And then the moderator says, the raw data, ? The raw data. Oh, I get a globe. It's like a globe that goes through a comet's tail, or it's through a river of something, but it's all very cosmic. It's like space pictures. Moderator says, all right, now before you leave this individual, ask him if there is a way Is there any way that you ask him if he knows who you are, and is there any way you can help him in his present predicament? Subject says, all I get is that they must just wait. Doesn't know who I am. Think he perceives I'm a hallucination or something. Yeah. So basically, they're remote viewing, spectating, in a specter-like astro projection narrative here. And there's some type of large being inside of a lovely pod that he's communicating with. Yeah, boy. Welcome to Visual Disturbance, where I can't even say disturbance tonight. But let's get into it. It's just, I'm sorry for the interruptions. I just can't help it. I have to pause whenever I have to. I'm baffled. I'm baffled by this stuff. Even though it's like the 8th time I read it, I'm baffled. Let's just get it. Moderator says, okay, when the others left, these people are waiting. When the others left, how did they go? Subject says, get an impression of, I don't know what the hell it is. It looks like the inside of a large boat. Very round walls and shiny metal. I'll be real serious here. The whole UFO phenomenon, the whole UFO narrative that's going on right now in today's society, orbs, pods, Roswell, where I have the data, talks about giants in that narrative. They look like large beings. Get back to me if we're not describing a very similar thing, but this individual is, remote viewing this so-called place. Wow. Let's get it. All right, so there's shiny metal, and the moderator says, go along with it on their journey and find out where it is they go. So isn't it baffling? Isn't it baffling that they want to find out where this I'll talk about it after we get done. The subject says, impression of a really crazy place with volcanoes and gas pockets and strange planets. Here we go. Very volatile place. It's very much like going from a frying pan into the fire. Difference is there seems to be a lot of vegetation where the other place did not have any, and different kind of storm. Moderator says, all right, it's time to come back now to sound of my voice into present time to right now, this 22nd of May 1984, the sound of my voice. Move now back to the room, back to the sound of my voice, back further now to the sound of my voice on the 22nd of May 1984. The note here indicates the monitor comment recorded but not heard by the subject. Hello. And like I said, it's approval release at the bottom of this screen here. August the 8th, 2000. So, we have indication of a hell-like place. They're referring to it as a Mars exploration. We're talking about giant people, and that's why I labeled this episode tonight of giants and remote viewing documents. Am I wrong? The data's here. CIA document. What was they doing? They was putting so much emphasis on trying to figure out where these people was going. So rattle that in your brain. There was giants in the earth in those days. There was giants in the time of David. There was giants all in the Old Testament. There was giants all over the place. There's giants after the flood. So what are they doing here? They're looking for something. At this day in 1984 and May 22nd, they wanted coordinates. They wanted to know where these beings was. I'm not even going to go there. I'm not even going to go there about them relabeling it Mars or whatever, etc. to cause a I'm not going to go there. But anyways, I want to throw this out here. 1984, the Montauk Project. Get into Philadelphia experiment. I'm just letting everybody know. Is this a coincidence? Is there a comparison here that we really need to do and look at this data and look at it and see whatever actually did? There was a lot of things that happened in 1984. and a lot of things that happened in 1944 and 1943. In the secret space program with the cryosleeps of these giants, you hear about it, and you go back and look at that cryosleep video I did. It talks about these pods that are all over under the ground, supposedly all in the inner earth, in the center of the earth, and all this stuff. What do you guys think? Just can't make it up. I mean, I'm baffled. I don't know about you all, but I'm baffled. Just can't make it up. Forgive me, everybody, about few words there I was messing up on, and my throat's dry tonight, so just bear with me. So anyways, so what we got here is a document that's literally indicating that there is giant people, and there's an individual remote viewing and another individual telling the remote viewer where to go in the time and place and the data. And they're reconning the area through remote viewing. Interesting. But anyways, that's the broadcast tonight. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Go check all the links in the description. Go check out the coffee page. I got a PayPal link in the description if you feel led to donate to the Visual Disturbance channel. I'm just blessed to be here and blessed to be able to do this. I thank you all for all your all's attention. Thank you all for so many people, all these people that I've got to meet physically, and I got a face to match a name. God bless you all. This has been a really interesting broadcast. I hope y'all have enjoyed it. It's pretty weird, pretty insane, but hey, it's a legit document. But these things, here's the thing. At the end of the day, here's where I'm at. We gotta pray that the Father in heaven and the Holy Spirit will protect us from these things, because this stuff I talked about tonight, it's not for everybody, you know, because it's kind of some deep subject here, deep topic. But I pray that you all hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. I'm very blessed to do this channel, and it's been just an awesome ride. But go check out real quick, because I got to say it one more time. Go check out the super cool coffee mug. Kentucky's finest nephilim chaser, used to be milkman, broken down milkman. Go check out the nephilim chaser mobile station mug. Go check that out. So I would love everybody to have one. But whenever I get done with this video and everything, we are going to I'm gonna have it all posted up. Go check out the links. I'm gonna only do it for this. I'm not and then who knows how long. I'll probably keep them up there forever because I enjoy them so much. Go check out all the stuff, and thank you all for all your all's time and attention. And I hope y'all know that this is something y'all just need to keep on the shelf, maybe for a rainy day. Maybe somebody else out there can put the pieces together and find something deeper into this topic. And like I said, kind of spin off of the cryosleep, the giants in the cryosleep. This one fits right with it, right after it. So hope y'all enjoyed the broadcast tonight, and I hope y'all have a blessed evening, and everybody just have a great week. And I'll see y'all next time on the Visual Disturbance channel. I'm your host, Brian Reese. I'm out. Shalom.